Hello, my name is Doug Tiffin. I look after global solution strategy for fashion apparel, and I was looking after the product innovation demo suite here at NRF 26. What we wanted to focus on is how AI can help, whether via agents or generative AI, throughout the product lifecycle process. We had several demos. This first one shows pricing analysis, and what this one was built on was taking different items and coming up with the initial price recommended by agents. So agents would look at what the demand could be given different pricing. It could go look at what the competition's doing, and then it would come and ask you what your margin goals are and come up with a recommendation. This one was a big hit. A lot of customers really like that. The next one I want to talk about is the product attribution demo. And what this does, this has AI go in and look at all the different attributes for an item. And what happens is it can generate, say, 100 attributes for an item where a merchant would normally only have time for, say, 5 to 6 attributes. It can go in and makes the product a lot more discoverable, and it also can help with ancillary systems like forecasting to help find relationships between items more effectively. The second part of the demo covers on personalization. You can talk about how it can personalize product descriptions fit for a particular audience or even down to an individual. One other thing we did, I'll mention real briefly, is we talked about how QuickSuite would work from a merchant point of view. And we were proving that really it's more than just dashboards. You can literally connect different data sources and do all your work in one place and take action. It was really effective. And then finally, we had package compliance. And what this does, it's really good when you have a customer that ships in multiple countries and has to work with different regulations. And what this demo will show is how they can stay in compliance with all the different changing rules. In fact, I have David Bounds coming up right after me that's going to talk about that demo. Thank you very much.
Hey everybody, my name is David Bounds. I am a solutions architect with Amazon Web Services, and we're here today to talk about the complexity of managing package compliance for geographic-based shipping. Managing the challenge of shipping labels, package compliance, labeling requirements is a challenge for companies of any size. Whether or not you manage the nights and weekends of your package, or you have an entire team that does this process for you, it can be really challenging to manage that. And that's for a single location that you ship. For organizations that typically operate in, say, EMEA, where the expectation is that you ship across different geographies, that increases the complexity quadratically. So we can show you how to leverage agentic AI to help us solve this problem. Now, the interesting thing is there's actually two problems happening simultaneously. The first, we can actually leverage agentic AI research agents to help us solve the challenge of determining what the actual package compliance are for all of the locations we ship. AI agents can research these challenges on the web, determine what the definitive sources of that information are, and store that information for us to leverage later. You can see all of the different locations in this simulation where we ship. All the information's here. We track what we found and we track where we source that information. Now that means later, as we're going through our packaging, labeling, and shipping process, we can determine if a package that's ready to go to our customer is compliant or non-compliant for the location it's being shipped. And it shouldn't be overstated that the requirements for this are tremendous to our customers. If this isn't accurate, that means the package doesn't get to our customer and it's returned to us to be shipped later. But as you can see here, leveraging the power of generative AI foundation models, we can determine not only where this package is being shipped, whether or not it's compliant based on the research information that we found before, but all of the information our model is able to determine from this package. Not only this, we can determine which packages are compliant, non-compliant, but we can track in real time the accuracy of this solution. We can do that for the solution as it's being used, and we can do this for our solution as we're building new iterations. This means we can address the need for the solution to address our business outcomes and our alignment with our required criteria. Doing this, we can alleviate the challenge of packaging compliance for our customers. Thanks everybody for watching. Really excited to showcase this solution.